Look at my little aura monster, bro. If you want to know what type of woman I'm attracted to, this is the type of woman I'm attracted to. No, I'm not a loser like that. Anyways, I actually am, you know. I'm not going to be like, 2D women are better than 3D women, or, oh, my waifu. Like, I'm not going to be like that, but, you know, they do have some charm to them. You know, especially Hira, bro. She's so tough, bro. She's so tough. Anyways, as I've stated before, God's will. Anytime like things don't really go your way or our way, I feel like you shouldn't really panic, because at least for me, I shouldn't panic. Sometimes I do let it get to me and I start like tweaking out and get like this depressive state sometimes, but not all the time. Recently I've kind of just been like mellowed out and just attributed like this has to be God's will, you know. It is what it is, like you know, God knows more than me. He's infinitely smarter and better than I am. So if he's having this happen, then it's obviously for some reason, especially considering the fact that he died on the cross for my sins. So I'm just going to be like, hey God, I trust in you, you know. I'm not going to panic. I'm just going to let it just go slide back and let you do your work, you know. So, yeah. When things don't really go your way, you know, just don't panic, you know. It could just be God's will. And even if it isn't, you know, he'll get you through it. And I guess that's really all I wanted to say. With that being said, hope you enjoyed the video. Jesus loves you and have a blessed day. I just remembered what I was trying to talk about. So my ankle hurted from this car accident. And I was trying to go to the doctors, you know, so I could get checked. And I could get this money, you know. Unfortunately, I'm too poor, so couldn't do that. So I just went back home, you know. I got on the bus. It was a chill bus ride, right? Until I have to catch the next bus to get my way home. Dude, there's like this like fat guy, like you can see his man titties and his stomach through his shirt, you know. You know, he's black. He has like gray, blackish hairs. So, and he's just sitting there smoking a cigarette. I was already like kind of irritated that he was smoking because I could smell it. I was trying to move out the way, but no matter like where I could really go, I could always smell it. I was just sighing. You know, I was just like, oh, this sucks, man. But you know, I got on the bus. There's this homeless man on the bus, and he asked this girl that passed by for some money. I don't know if he's homeless or he's just poor. He's just down on his luck. But he asked this girl as she passes by, you know, for some money. This guy, yo, holy moly, bro. This guy quotes, you know, like a word for word, bar for bar, says, "As a man, I would never ask a woman for money." I had I didn't look at him, but like it made my face cringe. Like I had this like look of disgust. I sit down, you know, he gets in the back, and he's still just sitting there talking about it. And then there's this other guy up there back there with them. They're just sitting there just yapping. Said they're talking about this. Just said they're still talking. As a man, I would never ask a girl for money. You don't like? Are you like, yo, holy moly, bro? Like, yo, that I ain't gonna lie, that was rage bait. That was 10 out of 10 rage bait. Having to hear a grown man say that, it's different. I'm kind of grown accustomed to women saying it, you know, but they're women, so I'm not really going to get too mad at it. You know, they're just yapping, you know, like, especially like when you prejudge the entire like gender. Like if it was like a certain woman that I knew and respected, you know, that said that, you know, then I would like get disappointed, you know, because I expected better of them. But you know, if it's like women in general, I'm not really gonna expect, you know, that much from them. But this nigga, like this nigga right there, like this, yo, oh my god, bro, this monkey dead says that, bro. and they're just sitting there yapping about it. This man is obviously struggling if he's asking for money. If you are struggling, if you are down on your luck, if you are homeless, you do not give two flying F words about who it is that gives you money, bro. You just want the money so you could do whatever you need to do, bro. Holy moly, like what the like when did like yo holy like geez Louise, man. Dude, I don't know when this like societal standard that women, that you don't ask women for money, or women like never worked or anything of that like came to be. Because even back then in the word times, they were sitting there tending to the animals while also doing housework and looking after the kids. If anything, they were doing more work, or like doing more work or equal as work to men. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right. It should be a partnership. Y'all should both be helping each other out. But I'm just saying, like, when did we get to this? When did it come in our minds that women, women are these like pretty princesses that should be protected at all times, and you should never ever ask anything for like holy moly, man. Like, dude, you're sitting there smoking a cigarette, freaking corrupting my lungs from your secondhand smoke, you prick, and then you want to go in the back of the bus talking that buffoonery of when this man is obviously struggling down on his luck and he's asking people for money. Like, mind you, he didn't only ask her, he asked the guy that was in front of him. You know, he just asked everybody. He was asking everybody for money, bro. If you are down on your luck, if you are homeless, if you have nothing to lose, you're not going to give a flying frick about who is giving you the money. You just want the money. Holy, you're lucky. Oh my God. If anything, you're lucky that he was kind enough to ask for the money, and he wasn't so down on his luck that he was just going to start robbing people. People like you with that dumb mindset is exactly what comes out of that. Is exactly what leads to actions like robbery, because you're so prideful and so stupid. Because mind you, my grandfather, thankfully, my grandfather is smart enough to know, this man was in the back saying, a man should provide. I can agree with that, But mind you, money is not the only thing a man has to provide. Wisdom, leadership, protection, things like that. But you're so stupid that you're only thinking about fucking money. You idiot, bro. Mind you, and something I've realized is that every man that I've ever heard with this logic, right, has either been alone or would be treated as free lunch by the huz, or they would be sitting there stressed out because no woman wants them. That's something I've realized. These niggas they have this mindset just for hoes did not like them. You're a loser, gang. You're a loser, bro. I don't what the heck. Holy. Man, that was so stupid. That was stupid. That was stupid. My grandfather grew up telling me not to spend money on these B words. If the only reason that he ever spent money on my grandmother was because they were married and he loved her dearly. So when you love somebody that much, they get an exception. They get a pass. But you just think women in general, just hoes in general. I don't even refer to women as huz or B words most of the time. I only do that when I'm angry, or when I'm talking about genuine hoes, genuine harlots, genuine sluts out there. That's the only time I talk about it. And I'm saying hoes because that's probably all this man freaking get. And even then, I doubt that, to be honest. Um, but yeah, man, that was a irritating experience. Homeless man asking for some damn money. Well, I don't know if he's homeless. He kind of looked a bit homeless, but this man down on his luck asking for money, and the first thing you would say is that as a man, I would never ask a woman for money. I'm so happy that God has surrounded me with the people that I'm with, and that He has humbled me so I would understand where this man is coming from. Because obviously you had it too good, or you were raised by a single mother who doesn't know anything. Obviously, I really can't see men with that idea having a father. I just, it's either that or that man or their father does not know the game. My grandfather sit there telling me, don't spend money on these hoes. You know, they're manipulative, they're evil, they're conniving. You know, thankfully he had the sense to teach me that, you know. Obviously he wasn't talking about all women, but he did give me the rundown. Be careful, you know, basically. That's basically what he said, be careful, you know. So I actually have the brain to know that, you know, not to spend my money on all women. But this retard, holy man, this, like, he freaking woke up with the freaking dildo up his butt from his freaking, I don't know, ex-wife or something. Like, bro, she has him, like, somebody got him on a chain, bro. I don't know who, but geez, this man asked this guy who was in front of him, was like, yo, you even got a quarter, bro? If you're asking for a freaking quarter, that's how you know you're down. That's how you know you're down, bro. And I'm pretty sure the guy gave him like more than that. He went in his wallet, gave him more than that. The guy's like, God bless you. He dapped him up. He thanked them. And, you know, I got off the bus by then, you know, after that. So, yeah, but that guy's, you're too, I'm not going to say I'm the most attractive guy, you know, because I just doubt that I am. You know, it's not like I haven't had any experience, you know. I got like 2 bodies under my belt, but I really consider those glitches in the system, you know, because I really don't find myself attractive, and I really do believe in that hypergamy stuff. So I really do consider those like 2 bodies glitches in the system, bro. I don't, cause I really, I don't, dude. The first one, I put a little bit of pressure on, you know. I'm not going to say that, you know, I was saying they're talking game, you know. I was just being myself. The second one, I told her I had a crush on her, and she was hands all over me. So, yeah, as I said, glitches in the system. I consider those glitches in the system. But, yeah, I'm not really an attractive guy, right? From my understanding, you know, I get gassed up, but I really don't believe it. I don't see it, right? I'm not really an attractive guy from my understanding. Well, from what I know, well, from what I see and from what I experience, you know, I don't have women coming up to me every day like, oh my God, can I get your number? I don't have women looking at me and their panties getting soaked, you know, instantly. So I'm not really an attractive guy, from my understanding. Like, but dude, like every guy I hear this from or see this from looks like trash. Like, they really don't look like they take care of their body at all. It's either they're really fat or they're really skinny. And there's always something off about their face. And now that I think about it, the guy had a dirty shirt on. Like, it was a mad dirty shirt on, bro. The guy that I saw that, like, heard that from me, like, you're smoking with that dirty shirt on, sitting there, telling a freaking man asking for money. As a man, I would never ask a woman for money. And the crazy part is, it's obvious that this man doesn't have any girl, you know, because he's in the back saying, I need a girl that can X, Y, and Z. And then, oh my God, bro, the worst part is, This man started going on the generation rant. Mind you, that was an old man. He had gray hairs on his beard. It was all gray hairs. He had wrinkles and stuff. And you're saying it's this generation. That was when I had to do the Higuruma stance. Higuruma face. And I was like, yo, this man's dead just talking out of his behind. In the moment, I was so irritated that I actually said the word, like the A word, you know? But that's when I was like, yeah, this man's just talking out of his behind. I was like, holy F word, these guys are talking out their behind, bro. I was tweet like, yo, that was the thing that got me the most, bro. Like, I was already irritated that you're sitting there trying to put the societal standard on this old man who's down on his luck, obviously. And then you have the nerve to go on the generation rant about an old man, by the way. That's what made me violent. That, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Holy moly, man. Like, I felt like my ankle, like, you know, feel a bit better just so I could, like, kick him in the face, you know, for like 5 seconds. Yeah.